Well, now might not be the time to really travel, but that doesn't mean that you can't take an adventure. We have the co-authors and co-CEOs of Tiny Footprints, Jonahs and his mom, Deborah Hallett. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So now everyone's cooped up in the house.
Yes.
But they can still take an adventure through your travel series.
Absolutely.
Jonah, how old are you, 6?
6.
You're 6 years old.
Yeah.
And you have written multiple books.
What grade are you in?
First grade.
First grade. How did this all get started?
So Jonah and I travel a lot, and
Yes.
we've been to 10 countries so
Yes.
far, and it just helps me kind of escape my day-to-day from working mom.
Yes.
And as working parents, we have so many responsibilities.
Yes.
And it became something that my mom used to do with me when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I wanted to transfer that to him.
Yes.
And we decided to write books about it so that everyone else can live through our adventures and also do the same.
So you are a mom after my own heart. I too have a 6-year-old, and I'm all about travel. So she's been to Bali already, she's been to Paris already, but you're beating us because you have been to how many countries?
10.
10 countries! 10 already?
What's
You're
your
not even
favorite?
10 years old. So tell me what your favorite ones are.
My first favorite is Eritrea because I have family there and I like the yummy food.
The food is good. You
Yeah.
are right. And then what else? What other country do you like to go to?
My second favorite is Cuba because we spend the whole day at the beach.
Well, that's good too.
And we
they also
made a
have good food.
big sandcastle.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about your third country?
Thailand.
Ooh, I've not been there yet. Tell me
Why
more about
Thailand?
Thailand.
Thailand because it's nice weather
Yes. It's
And-
nice weather.
and I also like the food there too.
Yes.
It's yummy.
You are a boy after my own heart. You like places that have nice weather and good food. I mean, I think
And
that's good.
I like the elephant
The
sanctuary.
elephants. And so do you put all this in your books with your mom when you're
Yeah.
writing this? And what do you find that you notice about Jonah when you guys are crafting these stories together?
So he writes journals when we travel.
Wow.
From each of the places we've been to, even if it's domestic. So
Yes.
we just went to Florida last week, and
Yes.
he has a whole journal of his favorite things that we did.
Yeah.
And then when we come back from our travels, that's why I got inspired by writing these stories is from his perspective.
Yes.
And he has very little details that I don't have the details
Oh,
to.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he sees things differently.
Yes,
It's-
absolutely.
And I can imagine that's sort of a bonding experience too for you guys to
Absolutely.
write this together.
Yeah, it's writing it together, also the experience of traveling together.
Yes.
You overcome so many hurdles,
Absolutely.
unexpected travel changes, but then you cope with it and you go around and it helps them overcome anything.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of practical experience that they learn when they're traveling that they can apply to their everyday life. If we want to
Absolutely.
get our hands on your book, how do we do that?
It is on Amazon.
Okay.
And so our Jonahs Global Footprints
Yes.
is the series name.
Yes.
And then the name of our first book is the Search for Elephants in Thailand.
Oh,
and
so
then,
you just told me about that, huh?
yeah. And then the second one is coming out this summer.
This summer. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
So, and there is also tips in the back of the book of how to travel with kids. What are
Oh,
some of the
great.
things that are necessary and
Yeah,
things
yes.
that you need?
Absolutely.
As well as tips on that particular country.
I love this because it
Yeah.
is helpful. I think, again, right now we're at home. We want to make sure that the kids are still learning.
Yes.
And this is a good way for them to have sort of adventure, but also learn about the different countries.
Yes,
And who
absolutely.
knows? We might have a budding child author at home right now, too. So
Yes.
what would you say to a parent who's watching with their child about getting started on something like this?
I would say sit there and give them writing exercises about
Yes.
their day, about something they find exciting,
Yeah.
and they will write about it.
Yes.
And then also when this lifts off and we can travel again, travel with them. Which is
Yes.
why we created Tiny Global Footprints.
Yes.
So we can inspire and motivate families, working parents, to travel the world with their
Wonderful.
kids.
Well, this is a great idea to get those seeds
Thank
planted.
you.
I
Yes.
appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I know you took time away from writing just to be here, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're writing your second book now that we can't go anywhere for spring break.
Yes.
Or his birthday.
Right,
Spring break
so
is his
now's the time to
birthday,
write.
so-
Well, you inspired me. I need to get with it and start writing my first. Thank you for being here, and we'll be right back with
Thank
more
you.
Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.